Welcome to Duel Links from scratch. This is a brand new experiment I'm doing to see just how far towards a meta deck you can get from being entirely free to play, but also with a time limit of around 1 hour of game time per day. Now, not everyone is a 24/7 hardcore event grinder, so we're going to have to use our time wisely to get the most value out of our gaming. I'll also be involving you, the community, throughout this journey, so keep an eye on the channel on the community tab, make sure you're subscribed so you can help make this series easier or a lot harder for me as you so choose. Our goal is of course to reach the elusive King of Games title, but also should it interest you guys to compete in one of Duel Links Meta's top tier tournaments and see just how far we can get. It's going to be an exciting journey, I'm sure. But before we get into today's episode, a big thank you to my brand new YouTube members, Purple Ben, Brendan and Demigod. A big thank you to you for supporting the channel from as little as $1 per month. It really does help out the content. And now, let's dive in to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links from scratch. So day 1 my main focus was to reach stage 7 because at stage 7 you unlock the ability to participate in any ongoing events as well as the card trader, which would be pretty vital in securing our copies of Magician's Rod, hopefully earlier than just from Arcana's level up wards by themselves. Now I did a poll over my community tab earlier in the day and it was pretty clear early on that Dark Magician was going to win, but Cyber Dragons weren't too far behind, and thankfully both the core cards of those decks can be found in the Future Horizon box, so when we get to the packs, when we get to that set, we will essentially be killing 2 birds with 1 stone, and as the series goes on, we can maybe, play DM and play Cyber Dragon as a second and third deck, depending on what the format is of any, events or tournaments, that kind of thing. To kick things off, I invested 500 gems into the Realize Fusion Structure deck, purely because I wanted a fast way to clear through all of the early NPC duels and stage missions on Auto Duel, because, the early game of Duel Links, it's not very fun. And all the AI decks, they seem to top out like 1200 talent points and don't really have any out to any of your higher monsters, so Realize Fusion, very easy to summon a big fusion monster, big beaters, that seemed like a great idea, and for me, it definitely made the whole experience a lot easier, a lot more streamlined, and was a very good investment for my, very measly 500 gems, which Konami did give you like 4,000 for free when you first start the game. Now, we ended the first hour of this event by unlocking Disney World, which obviously gives us some future expansion if we need some cards from any of those characters, but we also got the card trader with Magician's Rod in sight. Now, unfortunately, something I'd forgotten about is that in early Duel Links it is so hard to get jewels, and you need 80 for 1 rod, which means that we'd need to, convert 80 dark cards, and we have nowhere near that right now. So unfortunately for today, it's going to be a bit of a tough grind, and we have to say goodbye to the rod in the card trader, and hope it shows up some other day, because otherwise, we might be out of luck. For day 2, I wanted to make sure to get to stage 13 because that's when the unlock conditions for Arcana, they become available. And at this point I figured it's going to be tough enough to rely on the card trade for our copies of Rod, so we should at least work on Arcana ASAP, so we can get 2 copies and then Illusion Magic, which is a central card for the deck, and then maybe we'll need to rely on the card trader for 1 copy of Rod, which would be the best case scenario. On our way up, we hit stage 8, which gives us the GX World unlock conditions, and then at stage 10, we get access to the 5Ds World as well as My Valentine, and the second page of the Mokuba Bingo Mission unlock mission, so new players, don't forget about that because it's a lot of gems and a new character hidden away in the Information and Events tab, which you might miss, so definitely check out the Bingo missions if you are a new player to Duel Links. Ultimately though, we fell short of getting to stage 13, not by much, but we did fall short, so there's always tomorrow for that. Let's see how we do in the morning. So day 3, finish what we started in day 2. Did we do it? Well, we did, but it appears that you don't unlock level 30 gate duels, a necessity to unlock Arcana, until stage 14, so we had to grind a little bit more, which is fine. We also had to use some of our tickets to make this abomination of a deck, Realize Fusion, plus some big beater spellcasters, just so we can clear those Arcana unlock conditions a little bit easier. And it worked for the most part, it's proving well in against NPC duels. We also had to open 5 packs so we could get our free enemy controller from the Bingo mission, so I decided to test my luck with Guardians of Rock to try and get navigation, and well, yeah, that didn't go so well. As for Arcana level 30, I'd forgotten how insanely annoying his deck was. He runs an Ectoplasma burn deck, so his unlock conditions for summoning 2 Dark Magicians and winning with less than 1000 life points, they're easier said than done. For today though, we're leaving things off with a few missions incomplete, but I have asked you guys what I should pick for my 2 UR Dream Ticket choices. The future now is in your hands. So as expected, you guys chose poorly. I think that can be said outright. In terms of free-to-play value at least, 2 Cosmic Cyclone would have been better, because it means we don't have to go back into an older main box, which would have cost us a lot more gems. But in terms of where we are right now, this is a good thing, because 1 Cyclone, 1 Navigation isn't bad, and it should make trying to unlock Arcana just that bit easier. Hopefully at least. I'm very quickly beginning to realise that early on in Duel Links isn't very fun if you have a straight goal in mind. To build DM you need Arcana, to get Arcana you need red gate keys, and those are impossible to find in a sheer amount. Now of course you can go to the card trader and trade in 100 colourless keys for, 10 red ones, but early on, that's not worthwhile because you need those colourless keys to go in, and those are also kind of a rare resource, so it doesn't make too much sense. It's incredibly frustrating basically. So instead today we took our mishmash deck into the KCGT event just so we can get some easy gems and actually do something, and found the decks we faced to be equally as what the fucking design. I somehow got Obelisk the Tormented in a 10-minute grind game, especially when my deck has 0 outs to a 4000 Hours of Behemoth. Not my finest moment, that's for sure. However, one positive was it did seem easier to get keys from ranked duels, so we might have to play them a bit more over the course of the next week or so, just as we work our way through leveling up Arcana, whenever we actually get him. So today is not the day. Honestly, this was a repeat of yesterday. Auto duels, ranked PvP, and the KCGT, facing opponents who decided to level up their Silent Magician level 4 into level 8, then play level up again to make the level 8 a level 4. I honestly don't know, but thanks for the easy W, I guess. Not a lot happened outside of that, so I'll see you tomorrow for the big pack opening, and I will actually see you tomorrow because transition to Facecam now. Welcome to day 6 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links from scratch. We have, you'll see it already, but so far we have a very messy deck. This is, we're trying at the moment to get the Arcana missions done, and he's proving to be very difficult. So what's going to make that easier is 3 navigation, which means today we're going to go in to what the box is called. I can't even remember what it's called anymore, but we're going to go into that box, whatever it is, and see if we can manage to pull wherever it is. Where is it? Navigation, there we go, Gardens of Rock, and see if we can pull our third copy of, our second and third copies of navigation. So we already went in with 5 packs earlier in the video because we had to for a mission to get an econ, I think for the bingo mission, for the Mokuba bingo mission. So we're going to go through and try and pull some stuff. Now, if we get an Amulet Dragon, then we can put Timaeus in our deck, and that gives us another option, which might not be the best option for Dark Magician. I know some people decide to play the Chaos version, the Magician of Chaos version, the Ritual version, or the Timaeus version, or the Standard version, or you go a Synchro version. We haven't decided what we're doing yet because we don't even have the rods to search out for things, because you need from Arcana, and then you need Illusion Magic, or you need to get them from the card trader, and they're impossible. So let's hope with our 6,500 gems that we don't get entirely screwed from this. Now, I really hope that this doesn't take, 5 million years to actually... I'm just going to turn down Duel Links a tiny weeny bit because it is actually so loud. For me, at least. Hopefully, we don't get too screwed and we can reset pretty early on. That would be really good. But right now, it seems like these first 10 packs, this box, really aren't, the most amazing as well. We did already pull the main cover card, the Magnet Warrior guy. But, and there's our... it's the wrong Timaeus. We did pull the Magnet Warrior guy already. But because we don't have Dark Dimensions Yugi, we can't even play Magnet Warriors even if we pulled all of them, because we can, but they'd just be really suboptimal. So so far it's not going well, is it? It's really not. Skip Timaeus. It's a glossy. It is a glossy. It is a glossy Amulet Dragon, which is nice, but it doesn't really do much for us right now. I mean, it does do stuff for us right now. We do have one extra monster. We don't just have Red Eyes / Dragon, so that is quite nice for that. But it's not nice in the fact that what we really need right now is a Magician Navigation. I don't want to take up too long of the video with the pack opening because, of course, we do have one more day after this, which, depending how we do, might be some live duels. I'm not too sure yet, but we'll have to wait and see. Come on. We're going to do like pack opening, skip, pack opening, skip. So we'll do an alternating thing. But I will at least accept nothing. It's nothing again, isn't it? Yeah, it's just continuously going to be nothing again and again and again. Come on. Please, Konami. What are you doing? Okay, well, I guess we're going back in with, you know, the 10-pack luck, I guess. Come on, 10-pack skip. Okay. Okay, there's navigation number 2, which means I'm sorry for everything left in the box, but our goal is to build a Dark Magician deck, so we don't necessarily need to wait on, you know, resetting a box, even though if I was to do this, you know, as a proper free-to-play account, I probably at that point would have continued on because, you know, Trimets are a very good deck. You know, they can still perform quite well on the ladder. So let's see. Of course, this one isn't a skip pack. This one is just a normal opening. Come on, give me the navigation early on. It's not. I don't know, Konami, please. Please just grant me the wish of, you know, a trap card that can summon out 2 Dark Magicians in one turn that can get me the final unlock condition for Arcana. That would be very nice. Right now. And nothing, and let's just finish this. Let's get this over and done with. Yeah, okay. Well, we're going to have to go in next week for some more gems and some more packs and still try and pull navigation next week. So, yeah, that was fun, I guess. I will see you all for tomorrow's update because this one is kind of taking the place of, we'll just kind of, you know, put it all together basically. And, yeah, see you for voiceover tomorrow. So now post-pack opening, I did something a little bit different. I left the game for a few hours, waited for NPCs to respawn, and then played the remainder of my hour from there. So that is how you should be doing things as a free-to-play player with a limited time budget. You should be doing your dailies, doing your NPC duels, and then wait the 2.5 to 4 hours they respawn, come back, play a bit more, get some more materials, and then go in for, you know, your farming, that kind of thing afterwards. Is it cheating? Kind of, but oh well, we actually managed to do it. Arcana is unlocked, and we've started leveling up using the free Vagrants Konami gives you early on in the game, so make sure you save those for a character you really want or you need to level up fast, like Arcana, like Zane maybe, and soon, hopefully, these Magician's Rods will be mine. At least I hope so. Day 7, it's the end of our first week of Duel Links from scratch, and what a weird experience it's been. I did not expect it to be so difficult, although we technically have only had roughly 7 hours of playtime, which is really only like, you know, a day's worth of gaming for a typical gamer, I guess. So in the grand scheme of things, we've made pretty good progress so far in our limited time constraint. And this is the deck we have so far. It's not changed much since the live pack opening we did, but at least we're getting closer to our multiple copies of Magician's Rod, so I expect next week's episode for us to be, for the most part, hunting for Dark Magical Circle, assuming things go well with getting navigation number 3. I do apologise for the lack of any live duels this week. I don't think you would want to suffer as much as I have, trying to comprehend not only my opponent's actions but also mine. It's a really weird mentality to get into when you're in, you know, you're in rookie, you're in, you know, dual level 3 of the KCGT. It is just a complete mess of gameplay in there. So next week, hopefully, we'll be climbing the rank ladder with some live duels and of course the new event, the Jix Chronicles UBL event coming. So we might have a bit of a more interesting episode rather than just this one, which was getting our feet wet in terms of Duel Links early on. But anyway, that is it. That is the pilot episode done of Duel Links from scratch. Let me know what you think down below what you'd like to see in these episodes and any changes to the deck or ideas you have to the deck that we could use. Obviously, any feedback is appreciated because this is a bit of a new project for me, so I'd love to hear your thoughts. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next Duel Links video. See you then.